Okay, so it's been a little while, actually a couple years since we talked about scopes. And we have a unique situation that occurred here, so I thought we would make a short video on scopes. Two brand new ones here. That's unusual. But before we do that, I want to show you some of the ones that we use, on a regular basis. So this is an original Premier. Again, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this stuff. This is an original Premier. Believe it or not, Chris Thomas actually sent this scope to me. I bet I've had this thing for, oh my gosh, I bet over a decade. This is serial number 000445, number 455 that they ever made. I have probably shot more groups under 2/10 of an inch with this scope than any other scope. Man, is this big, heavy scope. It has a Gen 2 XR in it. I guess when I first got this scope, I really liked it. But actually, I end up shooting my Schmidt-Benders more than I shoot this. I like the reticle, but this scope, to my eye, was never as bright or as clear as some of the other scopes we use. So there's that. That's a Premier 5-25 by 56. This scope, I must have shot a zillion groups with this scope. This is a Schmidt-Bender 5-25 by 56. Police Marksman 2. This one has an H59 in it, which is a little bit busy, but again, there's things about it I like, and there's things about it that I don't like. Again, this scope has had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rounds shot, not through it, but through guns that it was on. And you realize a lot of our guns, we're not shooting 22 250s and 6 BRs and 6 PPCs. I mean, we're shooting primarily 7 mags, 300 Winchesters, 28 Noslers, 30 Noslers, lots of 338 Lapua, lots of 338 Lapuas. And I mean, this thing has taken a beating, and it's like Timex, takes a beating, takes a licking, and keeps on ticking. Okay, this is a Schmidt-Bender 12-50. Also a Police Marksman 2. This has a P4 fine reticle in it. I have not decided about this scope yet. Again, on like a 6BR or something like that, this is a heck of a nice scope. On them bigger guns, I don't know. I mean, I like it a lot, but I don't know if I love it. All right, so anyways, those are the three that we shoot a lot. Now, what do I have right here? Okay, so these are brand new in the box, obviously, and I'm going to actually open them and show you what's in here. And you realize part of why I'm doing this is, a lot of guys don't get to see scopes of this quality and actually get to see them up close. It's not like you can actually just walk into a store and pull one out because they don't have them. Okay, so I'm going to lay this stuff on the floor. All right, now this is a Kahles 5-25I. Here, you might want to look at that. Okay, you see it? All right, now let's see if I can get this out of here. All right. So here's the way they come. Again, heck of a nice box and stuff. This is the type of cover it comes with them. It completely shields the entire scope. I mean, I like it. I don't know if that's my favorite. But here's the scope itself. So again, there's what it is. Now in the last couple of years, we've used a lot of these, and I've got to shoot a lot of these, and I really like this scope. This one has the, where'd it go? Right here. This has the SKMR4 in it, and it has right-hand windage. On the left side is the illumination. The parallax is here. And anyways, again, I'm not doing actually a review on these. I'm just showing you. And you can see size-wise, that's one of the reasons why we started using this scope here. Okay, so there it is compared to the Premier. And this is a big scope. This thing's heavy. I don't know what it weighs. It weighs 4 pounds a bit. Okay, so you got that. Here it is beside a Schmidt bender. Again, big, but not quite as heavy as that. And then here it is beside the 5 to 25, I mean the 12 to 50. So you see it's quite a bit smaller scope, right? Quite a bit smaller. It's lighter. It's just, I mean, this is a nice hunting scope, and that's what the guys have been putting them on, mostly on hunting guns. Okay, so there's that. And again, that's what this is right here, if you can see that. Okay. Now, this is something that you've not saw here before. And this may end up, I say may, being one of my main testing scopes. If they are as good as people say they are, which, I mean, I'm like really, really positive stuff about these, this may end up being one of my new testing scopes. Now, both of these are here for customers. So that scope, that's why that gun is there. That 5 to 25 Kahles is going on that 30 Nosler right there. And this is going on a 338 Lapua that I'm building for a guy. I already built him a 7 mag. You actually saw the 7 mag in another video we did. The 7 mag with the straight 10 Schmidt bender on it. Okay, so. And that's what this is. Now this is kind of interesting because this man right here, Jeff Huber, he's sort of the head honcho of the whole deal. He was actually here 2 days ago. So I got to hold a 5 to 27 and a 4 to 20 that he brought that were, you know, scopes that weren't brand new like this in a box. He brought them as demonstration scopes to show me. But I thought you guys might be really interested to see this. So this is ZC5 to 27 by 56. This has a mill reticle in it, WR. The reticle's MPCT3. So let's look at this thing. By the way, here, wait. I should show you that too. And the idea is to show you what it is, because again, not a lot of guys get to mess around with stuff like this. And really, I wouldn't get to mess around with stuff like this. There's no way I can afford this kind of stuff, except for the fact that I'm doing it for customers. Now, same, but they also give you regular scope covers too for this. So here, if you want to see how it's packed in there, pretty impressive. All right, so now let's get it out of here and take a look at it, if I can even get it out of here. Oh wait, it pulls out as the whole thing. That's pretty cool. Again, until 2 days ago, I never had held one of these in my hand. So here it is. Again, I don't know if you can see that or not. This is a 5 to 27. So we might as well do the same thing. So size-wise, and by the way, this is 36 millimeter tube. These are all 34 millimeter tubes. This is 36. So you need different rings, which is, I'm going to show you that in a minute. So, okay, quite a bit smaller than the Premier. Weight-wise, of course, this has rings on it, so it's not quite a fair comparison, but weight-wise, I mean, it's heavy, but not real heavy. So here it is compared to the Kahles. Okay. Now just a little bit bigger than the Kahles. Okay, here, get this out of the way. Here it is, the Schmidt bender 5 to 25. It's definitely more compact. And let me see. Okay, again, this has rings on it, and these are Badger rings, but they're alloy. I mean, it's, again, you realize you can look up the specifications for all this stuff. But I'm just doing a quick head-to-head comparison here, because it's unusual to have, you know, this level and this quality of scopes, this many of them all in one place at one time. So, anyways, Jeff Huber, again, the guy that's the main boss, he used to work for Night Force, and he brought 2 of these here 2 days ago, and he went over all the features, and I got to tell you, there's a lot of features, and I'm pretty impressed. Now here's the thing, anybody that knows me will realize that all the bells and whistles, that's not what sells a scope for me. Even optical quality, which obviously this is top of the line, but even optical quality is not the most important factor to me. The single most important factor to me is mechanical reliability. I want it to hold point of impact, and I want it to track. And if it'll do those 2 things, no matter what, then I'll be impressed. Well, here's the thing. The only way I'm gonna know that is I'm gonna have to mount one of these, and I'm gonna have to take it out just like I've done with these, and shoot it, and shoot it, and shoot it, and shoot it, and shoot it on big guns, you know, and just literally beat the living crap out of it, and we'll see if it holds together, and we'll see if it tracks, and we'll see if it holds point of impact. If it does, there's enough features on this scope, enough positives about this, that it may end up becoming one of my main testing scopes. But again, that will remain to be seen. And like I said, I'm not doing a full review on this. I'm just showing you. All right, now here's something else that is pretty interesting, because, you know, we've been using Badger Max 50 rings on all these scopes like forever, but they're 34 millimeter, right? All right, so this, as I mentioned, is 36 millimeter. So we had to go to a different set of rings, and Jeff Huber asked me, do you want me to, include a set of rings? And I'm like, well, I don't know, because I don't know anything about these 36. So this is what he sent, and this is what came with that scope, what's going to go on that scope. I got to tell you, I'm pretty impressed. Okay, you know how, and I don't get me wrong, I love these, all right? But I never have liked the way that this system works, because it's always like, when it engages on the rail, it's always either like this or it's like this, and it's like, almost like it has to find its own center. And the other thing is, it slides this way, right? And I don't like that. Again, is it a big issue? No, but I just don't like it. And so I'm always out in the field, fiddling around. Probably takes me 10 minutes to pick up a scope and set it over, and it's just a pain in the butt. Well, look at this. And again, I don't have a wrench right here to show you, but look how that works. That is a completely different system, the way that it clamps onto the rail. And again, I don't know if you can see it, but look at the radius right there. So the way this works, and I did have one apart 2 days ago, you take those screws out and this swings out, but then when the screws come in, it's not only driving it in, it's rotating it on that shoulder right there. So it's like coming in and it can't move. So, I mean, it's, again, I'm not ready to pronounce it a superior system until I've used it. But these are really nice rings, and these say ZCO on them. Now, he told me who makes these for them, but unfortunately, I've forgotten. So maybe in another video at another time, once I remember. But it's some well-known company, like with a history of making good stuff. So anyways, these are pretty impressive also, but again, I'll hold total judgment until I've used them, because really, again, that's what we always say. That's what we've been saying forever. The proof is on the target. By the way, these are 0.984. That's the center height from here to here. So that's what he sent. So again, if you want to see this stuff, one last look, Kahles 5-25, very nice scope. Again, we've used a bunch of them now, and they have all performed very well. This is the Premier. You realize, of course, you can't get these. These are, God, what's the name? TT. I can't think of it at the moment. Anyways, out of Canada now, and supposedly they're really good. Schmidt-Bender, like I said, I mean, it's Schmidt-Bender. What else can you say? Optical quality. This is probably one of the best scopes I've ever looked through. Now, we don't know yet, but I got to compare them side by side out in the field. The 12-50, I don't know. I'm ambivalent about that. I'm not sure. But 5-27, and of course they make a 4 to stinking phone ring, and they make a 4-20 also. All right. Anyways, all right. So that's all I wanted to show you. Why'd the phone have to ring right in the middle of this? Okay, we have my daughter bound and gagged in there. No, not really.
She's watching a video.
Oh, now they're calling again. That's great. See, if you put
What are you doing?
there's tubes inside these, right? Well, we were out actually.
See, actually watching a video.
So, all right, guys. See you later.
All right.
Gotta go.
Bye.